Nearly all faiths around the world have flood narratives.
Humanity, no matter where you go in the globe, every ancient civilization pretty much will have some sort of flood story that is significant to their legends, that is significant to where they've come from. It's amazing. There is something within the deep collective memory of humanity that shares this common belief. Whatever you think of Graham Hancock, whether you think he's a whack job or whether you think whatever he might be, it's a very interesting series on Netflix about the ancient apocalypse, I think he called it. And it's about a flood which he believes happened 12,000 years ago and wiped out vast areas of places. And the legends and the myths that have been fed from that, and how the land was repopulated and how it was helped by people who were like almost like angelic beings and that sort of thing. It's very, very fascinating. And even the sort of repurposing of how things got going again. There is rabbinical teaching that talks about the angel Raphael coming down and helping Noah and his crew to actually sort things out. That there was an outside force that stepped into our dimension in order to help things move along again. There's so much stuff there that you shouldn't just throw away. Just because we're so fixated on this scientific, rational thinking, we're missing something.
One of my pet peeves is how we bracket people all the time, and you've got to be in this bracket and you can't step out of it. And you are right to say we should consider other faiths for the truths that they have. They have stories shared in common. It's not exclusive necessarily in all cases with all things. And as an atheist, I would say to other atheists, take your science, but also take the truths that are lifted out from such as this. Don't say it's wrong because it's happened to be in the Bible. That's a mistake I made for years. The benefit for me for this project is it's reinforcing how that was wrong, and that so many commentaries about what we are and what happened in the past are contained in these books, and we would be foolish to ignore it.
Absolutely, because we are not just random pieces of material chucked together, and not everything that is true can be scientifically proven. There's certain metaphysical truths that you cannot prove. There's lots of stuff that we cannot prove that we take for granted as being true. I think that we've been conned. Human beings have been robbed. We've been robbed by the societies that we've grown up in, where we are being forced into this way of think. You must think this way, and anything that sits outside of that is clearly wrong and dangerous. Well, I think that anything that is forcing us into a channel that says you are not allowed to look outside of this channel is wrong and dangerous. And I would encourage and advocate very strongly that of whatever religious background, spiritual background, non-spiritual background, atheistic background, agnostic, whatever you might call yourself, be open to the wonder of humanity outside of the material, because there is something far greater. I didn't always think that, but that's where I've arrived. We've got a lot of common ground that we share and that we should be willing to be gracious to each other about.
And for those listening, the dear subscriber, I'm tempted to apologise for the fact that we do keep talking about you shouldn't be knocking this and blah, blah, blah. But I think we're in a world such where people are coming to these videos for the first time. We have to keep repeating this. Because unfortunately, it's not to defend what we're saying. It's to say to others, don't just dismiss things offhand. Please take the time and consideration to enrich your own understanding in life. Don't turn away just because you think it's not for you. Everything that's contained in this kind of scripture is for us. That's the thing. You say we've robbed humanity of certain things. We rob ourselves of our own humanity if we don't consider these opinions, and that's where I think we will end.
It's a beautiful world out there. Go and enjoy it.
I will. I'm going to do that right now.